It's a Friday here in the world of Formula One, and at GPFans, we were trying to find some stories to dig up after the free practice sessions, but it's been relatively quiet. Basically, we knew what was going to happen with Red Bull, and we're not too surprised to see Valtteri Bottas setting free practice alight once more. Let's dive into all the details here as we bring you up to date with the latest news from around the world of Formula One. Before we go any further, just a reminder to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything we do here at the channel, particularly across weekends with some Grand Prix action taking place. Now, let's get into the Friday headlines after free practice. Max Verstappen will start at the back of the grid for Sunday's Russian Grand Prix as the Red Bull driver takes a new power unit in his car for the weekend. The Dutchman will have Ferrari's Charles Leclerc just in front of him on the grid, with both drivers having taken penalties for changes to their power units on their cars, and Max's three-place grid penalty on top of that means he'll be starting behind the Monegasque Ferrari driver on Sunday. Although the Dutchman has shown that spectacular drives are possible on this track at Sochi, coming from 19th on the grid to finish 5th back in 2018. The change from Red Bull has been muted around the paddocks since the grid penalty was handed to Verstappen after his coming together with Lewis Hamilton on lap 26 of the Italian Grand Prix 2 weeks ago, with the constructor absorbing the punishment from the stewards into the grid penalty for changing the PU, while Ferrari have opted to make the change to Leclerc's car to fit his SF21 with an updated hybrid system for the final run-in to the end of the season. Verstappen finished third in FP1 on Friday before coming in 6th in FP2 at Sochi. But it was a all-Finn Friday free practice as Valtteri Bottas went fastest in both FP1 and FP2 to kick off the weekend's action. The 32-year-old went 0.2 of a second faster than his Mercedes teammate Lewis Hamilton in the first session on Friday before doing the same in FP2, albeit by a far narrower 0.044 seconds. Bottas' time of 1 minute 33.593 seconds came early in FP2 as he performed his qualifying simulation before the drivers switched to their longer runs during the session. However, the second session of the day was disrupted by about 9 minutes or so due to a red flag thanks to Antonio Giovinazzi sending his Alfa Romeo into the wall, something that the Italian driver really doesn't need right now as he's driving to survive and looking to save his seat on the grid with the constructor for next season. With bad weather scheduled for both Saturday qualifying and Sunday's race, Bottas could actually end up sat on pole for Sunday's race, with the fastest times from FP2 being used if Saturday's sessions can't take place due to the conditions. That would leave the Mercedes pair as the front two on the grid, with Pierre Gasly's AlphaTauri and Lando Norris's McLaren making up the second row. But Friday belongs to Valtteri, as it was in Monza a fortnight ago as well. It's all of this performance coming from Bottas just because he knows his future and he can relax and enjoy the end of the season knowing he will be back in Formula One next year. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Who's unsurprised by the fact that Red Bull have changed the power unit on Max Verstappen's car as well? Because we all kind of saw it coming almost straight away after the stewards handed out that penalty. And of course, stay in contact with us throughout the weekend as we prepare for the Russian Grand Prix at GPFans Global on Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe as well here on the YouTube channel.